What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. This episode is sponsored by Block Boys YouTube channel. It's a brother that's specializing in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Go to the first comment pinned to the top and check him out. Let him know your boy O'Shea sent you. Today I want to talk about NBA athlete Derrick Rose. Very good player. He was really phenomenal before he was injured and caught the injury bug. I remember watching him in high school on ESPN. And I was like, man, that guy's going to be good. And sure enough, this is exactly what he became. Became a great player, still effective, still scoring between 15 to 18 points per game. And recently, he's been engaged to Alaina Anderson. He asked her to marry him. Now, he said it in this post. Theme music! To my ace, I didn't know things were going to go this way. Even from the jump, I didn't know I was texting Big J. I didn't know how you were going to perceive me. But this entire time, I was hoping that you would believe me. Believe the words that I will have your back and love you forever. When I first saw you, I told Ryan that we were going to be together. It took both of us a while to let our guards down. That's only because of our hearts were scarred. We were two peas in a pod because we were truly misunderstood. We got our heart and swag from this place called Inglewood. I will always love you because you go above and beyond. We built a beautiful family and an unbreakable bond. Thank you, Queen. So Inglewood is in the south side of Chicago. And Alaina, she must be also from Chicago, I'm guessing, too. But Alaina Anderson, if you can look at her and what she looks like a white woman. But if we look at her, she is really half black, okay? It appears. And there are some things that she has said in the past about black people, black women, and we can look at some of those things right now. And she said things like, you can chase those little ugly black young ladies, and Alaina just gonna sit here in the spotlight with you. This was in 2011. Taylor and I made a whole list of stuff we don't like, and the number one thing was black people. Again, this is a long time ago, and she's half black herself. I mean, I really don't know. Okay, she is definitely racial ambiguous. She looks like a white woman. Okay, and I will say this. Jeannie Mai also had said some things regarding black men, and what happened is that Jeezy got with her. But this is what I actually believe. When they say these things about black people, what happens, in my opinion, is that the guys they're talking about in these other races don't really want them. You look at her, Alaina, and the way that she posts on some of her Instagram posts, stuff like this. And I said, if she like white guys, what white guy, usually that's at the level of Derrick Rose, is going to put up with somebody that acts like her for the most part? A white man that's like super rich, super successful. Probably not. What happens is that half black pass doesn't work in white America like it does in black America. In black America, when you're dealing with certain black men being, mixed, closely resembling a white woman, we know that with certain athletes it works. They don't care about that. It could be that she was trolling or whatever. But what they care about is, okay, she's nice, I like her, and she's racially ambiguous. And Derrick Rose is a light-skinned man himself, right? So that's what they're looking at. She looks good. She has an IG model kind of look and things like this. The question, though, that I would have is his own personal opinion, because even Kyrie Irving has a half black or a light-skinned black woman. It's very common. My question is that how if somebody joked like that and you're dealing with them, how do you feel about black people? And that's the one thing that I forgot to mention in the last time I talked about Jeannie Mai. Young Jeezy, I was like, well, bro, she said this about black men when she was in her prime. Then you take her on in her late 40s or close to being 40. Like, you don't have any other better option than that. But then I thought about it more and I'm like, well, what does Young Jeezy feel about black people? It's not about how she feels. It doesn't matter. What does Derrick Rose feel about black women? That's the most important thing, because we know what she feels. She could feel that she's been, black women have probably been jealous of her. There's certain people that grew up in black communities that look like her. They have people jealous of them. But it's really not that situation. It's him. What does he feel? And a lot of times what you feel when it comes to certain black men is when they deal with women that, can say certain things about black people or black women, it's not uncommon that they feel the same way. They just don't say anything about it. And the reality of this situation is, at the end of the day, it's still his preference. And that's something that you got to defend even today. I mean, and as bad as it sounds, if a guy wants to deal with a woman that has said bad things about black people in the past, you know it, you're clearly aware of it, you want to marry her, your preference. Okay? But the question is, though, as an athlete like him, what do these guys believe that their choices are in black America? That's the thing that I want to talk about, because I see so many of these guys dating these racially ambiguous looking women, and I know that Derrick Rose and other athletes come in contact with super beautiful black women that are gorgeous, that are smart. I mean, they have more access than we got, right? Because these guys are athletes and stuff like that. But still, they're choosing to deal with these other women and not black women. Why is that? Like Kyrie Irving. There's the guy that plays, who's the guy that plays on the Timberwolves? What's this guy's name? Let me try to Google it right now. But these other guys, right? D'Angelo Russell. Why are these guys dealing with all these other groups of ladies out there and not African American women? What's the reasoning? And I think that if we asked them and they really told us, it'd be a lot of hurt folks right now in black America. If they told us. Like, I would rather deal with this chick who's racially ambiguous looking, who has talked bad about black people, than I would with my own people. And it just can't be just that they feel like they're sellouts. I'm gonna leave it at that. I think that people would want to know and will be very blown away what they found out. But I'm sort of disappointed. I'm very disappointed, because I honestly cannot believe that we are letting people disrespect our people and we still dealing with them, and they're not all the way us. For me, it's a problem. For him, it's his preference. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.